Hello and welcome to Schmidy's guide on how to tank in the secret world. In this guide we're going to be going over how to take the beginning end game gear that we looked through in the original build video, and we're going to upgrade that to be a more effective tank as we move forward. This is actually kind of a spur of the moment video because I was planning on making the DPS guide. However, I signed up to the group finder as a DPS for these 3 dungeons at 8:30. So instead we're going to be doing this. So the most important thing to upgrade is your glyphs. First I would upgrade your hit glyphs. So make those be purple, like this one is here, and then we're going to be upgrading those glyphs. As you've seen, this one is a 0.4 piece. So the next one we're going to upgrade is this hit piece. Then we're going to be upgrading pen, starting with the sword and then going to the 2 minors. And then we are going to upgrade our block, starting with the headpiece, going to the major, and then going to the minor. If you happen to get an auxiliary upgrade kit while you're going through, then use it to upgrade your whip, because you're going to be using it a lot. But that's kind of just a random chance, so you may not have gotten one like I haven't yet. Then after we upgrade all the glyphs to 0.4, we are going to upgrade our weapon, our sword to 0.4. Then we're going to upgrade all of our attack pieces to 0.4. So you can see right now they're at 0.1. We're going to be upgrading them 3 times to get more attack. And then finally we're going to be upgrading our health pieces in the same order: head, major, minor. And that's going to be the most effective way that you're going to be able to upgrade this gear, because as you've seen if you've looked through my guides, if you're running with low gear like this, holding aggro is the most difficult thing that this tank build has go against it right now. We're not really having any troubles with survivability because we have so many passives and things that help us along the way. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a glyph. And to do that, we're going to need one of these toolkits. Open up our crafter, and we're going to be using pure runes in order to do it. So we need hit. We have plenty of hit. However, if you happen to not have the amount of pure runes that you need in order to make your gear, you can run over to the merchants with this X. They are requisitions. And for a little bit of the black bullion you've been accruing, you're going to be able to get some of these pure runes and pick up what you need. So we're going to upgrade this hit glyph right here because it's the next thing we need to do. So we're actually gonna grab this glyph toolkit, put it over here, grab our hit rating, and make a little diamond. And that is going to make our hit glyph. Then, to craft them together, we literally just put them both in the window together and hit assemble. And congratulations, you've got purple on your hit rating now. So, the reason that this one here, the ring, is already all the way at 0.4 is because the way that the upgrades work is they give you more rating for each upgrade you do. So the first one's going to give us like 18, the next one's going to give us like 21, the one after that is going to give us almost 30. So it makes more sense to upgrade a single glyph at a time, and I'll show you that right now. So if we put this in the craft window, all we need is a toolkit. I've grabbed several glyph upgrade toolkits already. You can get that plus all the other weapons and gear you want to from these merchants, the Nightwatch dealers. They're going to be in your respective faction headquarters. And we're just going to take this and upgrade our piece. So you can see that we went from 182 to 200, so that's 18. Now we're going to go from 200 to 221. So it's actually upgrading more and more as we go. Then let's go from 221 to 249. So that's another 28. And then from 49, we are going to go to 288. So we got like 37 hit rating out of that. So all of a sudden, we've gone from very little hit rating to getting almost all the way up to the 650 that we are going to want to have at the end of this. And these 2 pieces at 0.5 will do that for us. Then we're going to have a little bit more than the 750 block that you need by the end of this. And that's okay, we're going to be using those pieces. We'll be alright having extra bulk once in a while. And then finally we're going to be upgrading these pen pieces. They're not going to get all the way to the 900 that you would like, but again, being a little bit tankier is going to serve us well for a couple of the dungeons we're about to run through. So that is how I would suggest gearing, and then of course you can upgrade your Chaos Focus. It's not a big deal. I would honestly do pretty much all the rest of that first, and just pick up a Chaos Focus from one of the Nightmare Dungeon drops as you go. So that way you're going to be able to save some bullion here and get all the rest of your stuff done before you start picking up your Chaos Focus. And that's how you're going to be gearing here. And if you want to slot signets, it's the same thing as glyphs. You just put them both in the window and hit assemble. So, now that we have run through this guide, and another, 10 minutes later, we still haven't popped on this. I'm going to leave, and, we're going to see how it works if we just do this, because I need a couple more of those glyph upgrade toolkits. See if we just pop here in a second. But really, that is about everything that we have going on. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you in some of the more difficult dungeons.